Welcome back to the Grand Solar Minimum channel. Today is Wednesday, September 11th, 2019. Never forget. Taking a look at our solar wind speeds right now, coming in at 451.4 kilometers per second with a density of 2.0. Looking at our sun, yes, once again we are blank with 8 days in a row without sunspots, a total of 177 for 2019. Remember, we had 221 for the entire year of 2018 without sunspots. It does look like that we have a chance of beating last year's spotless days. Our KP indices are coming in at a 2, and our 24-hour max is also at a 2. TCI coming in at 4.07. And looking at our star in motion here, we do not see any major coronal holes coming around right now. There is a small one that could affect Earth's magnetic field in the southern region, somewhere around September 17th through the 18th. Minor increase in solar wind speed is expected from this. Nothing major, any geomagnetic storm. But other than that, we are all quiet at the moment. All right, let's do a quick weather update real fast, guys. We have lots to talk about really quick. A tornado with straight line winds in Sioux Falls, South Dakota damages homes, businesses, and hospitals. Let's go ahead and watch the video here. Check out some of the footage from last night. These hit very late last night in Sioux Falls. And with the damage that's being done, they're not coming out and saying it's a tornado just yet. But from what we can see here, straight lines or not, these are some pretty serious looking photos here. Lots of damage. Roads have been closed due to debris. There's a no travel advisory from the Sioux Falls police. Several homes and hospitals were damaged on Tuesday night. And also looking at yesterday as well with several tornadoes in Wyoming. So big question is, what's going on? Well, I'll tell you, lots of severe weather from Nebraska through Minnesota, through northern Iowa and into Wisconsin. Once again, this area is going to see increased chances for severe thunderstorm activity. I will say this, according to what I've seen so far, it's only going to get a little bit more intense as we get into the overnight hours. And let me put out this real quick. So right in here, tonight at midnight, this area right here once again will be under the gun, believe it or not, with severe thunderstorms. Green Bay, Wisconsin, you're in the bullseye here for some severe weather today and tonight. So mainly up here in the northern plains are we going to see the majority of the severe weather. Chances of showers and thunderstorms throughout the rest of the United States seem pretty good unless you live on the west coast. You're going to stay pretty quiet today. The Northeast already experiencing some showers, and scattered showers begin to break out in Indiana and northern Kentucky. All right, so we've got another storm to watch. This is Invest 95. And taking a look at some of the stats right now, not much on this storm. It's very, very unorganized, but they are watching it, and they are giving this a 40% chance of something to develop. Actually, now it's went up to 60% over the next 5 days. So we have this storm system. Now I'll show it to you here on the GFS. This is not the one that we're really watching at this time. This storm right here is going to be a rainmaker. And what's kind of ironic is that the one model here that we do have, this orange one, honestly, that one rogue model at this point, when you look at the GFS here I'm about to show you, this storm kind of takes that track. And this is, again, guys, this is just a Invest. This is a tropical storm. This is a rainmaker. This is not something they're expecting to be a hurricane. But the waters in the Gulf are warm enough. Anything is possible. And the storm that we're really going to watch here, and they're giving, the GFS is showing that this system is going to be here in a few days. And it's this one right here at the bottom, the lead edge one. We are expecting some kind of activity around Florida on the 20th. Now, believe it or not, the track has changed on this particular storm. Let's go ahead and take a look at the GFS, and I'll show you too real quick. Invest 95, if for all of you out there watching at home, this is Invest 95. And this thing kind of comes up into the Gulf, which the waters are warm enough. So this will be a rainmaker mainly. Check out the showers and thunderstorms going across the Ohio Valley. This is Saturday, later this week. And so by the weekend, they're thinking this thing will be around landfall on Sunday, September 15th. That is Invest 95. It looks like to be a rainmaker. And this thing really just kind of hangs out on the coast down there, the Gulf Coast, Alabama, Mississippi, Florida Panhandle. And this system just kind of fizzles out and really is nothing more but a rainmaker. But this is still Invest 95. So the reason why I was saying that track was kind of right, that moisture seems to tend to want to go in the same direction that that one lone model has. Also, check this out. A little bit of snow action here in Wyoming. You're not going to believe what I'm going to show you at the end of this run. So, as Invest 95 moves out, snow showers are developing across Montana and Wyoming on the 20th of September, by the way. More storms across the northern plains, Nebraska, South Dakota, Minnesota, Wisconsin, all the way to the Ohio Valley. Now, our storm that we've been following here now is coming up in a different area. Now, this is not good because this storm is now approaching us through the Gulf, where we had landfall predicted somewhere around Miami and go straight up the coast. Now this thing has moved all the way into the Gulf, and the waters here are very, very, very warm. So we are definitely going to be paying attention to this storm. This storm could intensify quickly. But let's see where we're at. Now, the good news is they keep pushing this thing from landfall further and further away. At first we said the 18th, then we said the 23rd. Now here we are on the 24th, and this thing is a monster in the Gulf. Now, the one thing that this model run is showing me right now, this storm is possibly going to be a quick mover. And the reason why I say that is if you notice the oblong shape of the storm that GFS is giving us right now, it's trying to tell us that this is going to be a fast-moving storm at this point. Something like Irma, actually. This is kind of the way Irma did. Irma came in from this exact side, and a lot of people were not sure where the landfall was going to be, but check out this rainfall. The pressure, first of all, drops down to 939 when it does make landfall near Tampa. This storm will continue. Look at this. Now, this is still several days out, but again, they keep pushing the storm on landfall back further and further out, but check out the amount of rain that GFS thinks we're going to have. And this is Thursday, September 26th. And then we move, again, this is all one-day movement. Getting a little uncomfortable over here, if you can understand why. This storm is a behemoth. And parts of the country that aren't used to seeing tropical rain like this are about to get blasted. I mean, even over North Carolina, predicted on the 26th of September, Thursday, it still has a pressure in the 940s. This is all one-day action, guys, this storm. That's why I'm saying the 25th, we get landfall. The oblong shape leads me to believe this is going to be a quick mover. I mean, according to GFS, 48 hours, this storm is already in Canada from today on the 25th. So we watch this thing bring lots of moisture, not so much hurricane force winds, but tons of moisture. And this is Thursday. Just in 24 hours, it moves from Florida all the way up into the northeast. My goodness. Pennsylvania, Virginia, West Virginia, parts of western New York. That this thing holds up. Buffalo especially. This is crazy to say. Buffalo, New York is looking at tropical rainstorm by the 26th of September. But watch when this thing goes into Canada and hits that cold air. Look at that. There's a cold front behind this storm here, and it actually brings snow through Colorado and New Mexico, and believe it or not, folks, near the panhandle of Texas. So September 27th, we're starting to see flakes fly around. We have a cold front in that area on the 26th. And we will go over this more in depth tonight on our show at 9 p.m. Oh boy. Look at these daytime highs, guys. That's a daytime high for the 25th. That's a daytime high for the 26th September. So NOAA's got a report out that says that we are going to have a very warm end of the month of September. Yeah, right. All right, guys, that's going to do it for today's morning update. Stay tuned for tonight. We will have a live show at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Until then, we will talk soon.